Okay, I am calling the meeting to order. Welcome to everybody. Today is Wednesday, December 10th, 2025, 6 p.m. We do have an agenda item we need to add under old business. It will be number 7. The joint recreation shared services agreement. Okay, so special recognitions. We have 2 highway employees that have each been here for 5 years. And it's Lehman Anson and Corey Wagner. Their anniversary dates are actually next week, but it's a 5-year thing. And you know, obviously they couldn't be here tonight because of the plowing and whatnot, but
I passed one of them on the way here, so.
great job.
I
Yeah.
passed two.
So
I know that.
I'd like to thank them on behalf of the town. I'm sure you join me. You know, we want people to stay as long as possible. So 5 years is good. They're hard workers. I do have certificates and I will get those to them down at the garage once it stops snowing. So thank you to Lehman and Corey. The next item I am tabling because I don't have that done yet. And so that'll be on the agenda at the year-end meeting. I'll be presenting a 8-year progress report of our accomplishments. Okay. Minutes. I need a motion for approval of the minutes of November 12th, 25.
So I'll move.
Is there a second?
Second. Sure.
We have 3 seconds, Heidi. Okay,
Sure.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Carry. All right, correspondence. Where is that? I received a letter from an Aubrey Boswell. She's an 8th grader from Canton Central School. And we'll send you this copy, but I would like to read it. I received it today, and she said, "Dear Miss Mary Ann Ashley, my name is Aubrey Boswell, and I'm an 8th grader from Canton Central School. I'm writing to you to talk to you about the importance of helping refugees in our communities. There are many reasons why we should help refugees. In ELA, we recently read Inside Out and Back Again, which is about a Vietnamese refugee who had to flee to Alabama. Did you know that the United States government did a study on refugees' economic impact from 2005 to 2019. The study showed that refugees contribute more to the United States government than we give to them, which shows that they are worth the investment. We could help refugees by hosting awareness campaigns. We could also volunteer at organizations that assist refugee families so that they can afford food, clothes, and other necessities that they may need. This is just one example of many reasons we should help refugees. Because of how many wars there have been recently, it's important now more than ever to help refugees. Refugees contribute so much to our economy. Refugees also contribute to local populations in school districts, towns, and cities, even states, which shows another reason why supporting refugees is so important. Much like the main character from Inside Out and Back Again, all refugees struggle with language barriers, bullying from her peers, along with many other struggles all refugees have experienced. We can help the refugees by giving programs like food banks and soup kitchens. We could also try to reduce the culture and language barriers by offering tutoring and having festivals to celebrate all people's culture. Sincerely, Aubrey Boswell. So, from an 8th grader. So we thank her for that. Okay, that's the only correspondence I have. Town finance report. Angela's not able to be here, so you all have the colored copy. I do have some comments to make on monies that have come in that will show on the December report in January. We received the second mortgage tax check. $37,413.73. That gives us we budgeted $90,000 for mortgage tax. We only brought in $67,871.01. We are short $22,128.99.
And
That's a hit.
so What about our new budget? What did we budget for 26?
I'd have to look at the
Yeah.
budget.
You got it?
I might have it.
I don't know that we budgeted that
No, that's
much.
nice.
We might have brought that down.
Well, we might have brought it down, but I don't know if we brought it down that much. Might have brought it to 75.
Okay, so,
That's,
we
but
have the budget?
not a surprise.
It's connected to your minutes, actually, Jim.
Hmm?
Your minutes has the budget attached to it,
It's in the minute.
Oh,
in your
it's
packet.
attached to
minutes.
my minutes?
Mhm. It's the back of it.
Oh,
Oh, no.
So it's under the A
This is
account.
just
I do have
about some.
I do have it then.
It's in A revenues.
Oh, wait.
That first page, Jim, on the,
Mhm. March,
would we budget?
82.
Okay. Okay, here's another one. Justice fees.
Well,
For November, we took in 17,191. So our total was 86,000, 479.75. We're short right now, 85.20, but that doesn't include what was brought in at the 1 December
okay.
court.
So there's only the 1 December court.
Mhm.
So we're not gonna be off as much on justice fees as we originally figured, which that's a plus, but
Mhm.
sales tax and mortgage tax.
Sales tax went down, I think.
Really bites.
So about 17,000 sales tax. We can send you that number. I didn't expect that big of a hit on the mortgage tax, to be honest with
Doesn't
you.
surprise me. I knew
So,
when the first one come in the way it did, I was. Mhm. Okay,
yeah, and last year I think we brought in 156.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing that the market is changing as far as
That, and
housing.
there hasn't been a lot for sale in town Canton.
No.
My wife, as you know, she's in real estate, so she looks at the MLS every day. Cause people wanna live here, and there's just nothing.
Well. And buy big houses, that's a thing too, so, did anybody have any questions on
No,
the finance report?
no,
Okay, we still are bringing in cannabis money, we just got another check for, I don't know, $500 maybe. So that's an unexpected revenue,
sweet.
okay, and then, so did anybody have any questions on Heidi's report?
No.
All right, Heidi, do you have anything to add to your financial?
No.
No, okay, all right, good. Okay, so again, at your January meeting, you will get the December, printout. And then you have to look at all that if you want to make any adjustments for a final report. So you can work with the Angela on that. Okay. Audit committee.
Ready, Heidi?
Yep.
General fund A. $59,550.76. Town outside B. $31,730.93. DA townwide highway, $37,386.14. DB highway, $74,086.82. Special fire, $4,580.83. Special lighting, $350.90. Trust and agency, $21,299.52.
I'm showing you how to do
Okay,
salary piece today. So I can do what you do and I'll naturally either do it or range in that. So John and I split us up. Both.
is there a motion to approve the expenditures?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Alright,
Aye, carried. Okay,
So
there's two other
They
items.
are the monthly expenses for the past month, so. Sure you're aware, but
For December,
for
November.
November,
the ones you just read off?
Yeah.
December isn't over yet, so.
yeah, so that's that's the bills for the month of November.
No, it's not. It's for the month of December 12. We do a 12A
Yeah,
abstract. Or, so you guys are
We'll do
confusing me with
one
my
more
minutes.
End of the year.
Yeah.
expenditure.
Yeah, okay. You guys
Okay.
are confusing me for a second. It'll be a
Okay.
12A abstract
Yep.
at the year-end
At the
meeting.
year-end meeting.
Yes.
Year-end meeting.
Okay, so part of these expenditures, as you know, we have to move money to fulfill the final bucket of the HRA. So I sent you the breakdown. It was a total of $83,440. Okay, so that'll bring the HRA funding. We've already uploaded 2,500 as a collateral. This will satisfy the 60%. And I believe I emailed this to you all as well. Heidi has it and it will be in the minutes. So, I felt that we needed to make sure that those financial transactions are also approved by the board. So it's part of the record, even though it's part of the bills. So I need a motion, for these expenditures to go in the HRA, health reimbursement account. Financial transactions.
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Okay. So, once those checks are done, we'll get them up to Community Bank and the HRA. There'll be, weekly reports and you'll see the finances as well, on that account. The employees have received, the credit cards, which is a good thing. And, we're waiting for them to get the second insurance card. Okay, but they can't use either of those
Till
until
after the first
after
year.
January 1st.
Yes.
Yeah, so, I didn't get a copy of the notifications, so I contacted Ian, I said, okay, I've got to make sure everybody knows that they can't use it till after January 1st, so we contacted the retirees and all employees involved. Okay, we had a request from Stephen. He would like to switch from the abstract 11, check number 8945 in the amount of 6529.91. Heidi, I gave you this, right?
Yep.
Okay. He wants to switch it from DA 3130 3142-4 to DB 5100-5110-4. So, because we're switching money from one account to another, I need a motion to approve this.
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carried, okay. So we'll get that done and you'll see that switch, in the next, report. Okay. We got department reports. I don't think anyone has anything to add.
Ready?
Does anybody have any questions or comments?
I mean, no, I shared this on Facebook, so if anybody has Facebook and wants to share it, it's just a little
Oh, yeah.
flyer about dog licensing. I don't think a lot of people know that it's a New York State ag and market law to license your dog at 4 months. So if you guys want to, if you have Facebook and want to share it, well, feel free.
Okay.
I mean, that's okay. You don't have to, but I'm just saying. The county chamber has shared it for me, so
Good.
yeah, that was nice, but
It's a good thing. Okay.
that's it. Unless anybody has any questions for me.
Does anybody have any questions or comments on any of the department reports? Okay. I need a motion to accept department reports.
So moved.
Second? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Committee reports. Did you need the list, Randy? He's got. Sorry.
I gotta figure out what to read.
Well, you're on 11 of them, I hear.
Rec map. And supposedly we have an agreement.
Yeah, that we'll vote on later, yeah, and I'll send it to you email, but my computer's still dead. It's the one I sent with you, we'll talk about that later. So, rec mat. What, talk about Taylor Park. We're still working through DEC and doing stuff with that.
DEC, they shut down for the season because of the frozen ground.
That's put Bill Evans again.
Hey, mine's not frozen yet.
That's
what
exactly,
he's gotta
that
do.
was exactly my comment. There's no, there's
There's
no
no
frozen
frozen
ground out there.
As,
Trust me, every time my
Yeah,
logger
put it
goes
back
through
over.
my meadow right now, he cuts in about that far. It's not frozen.
If you go out and blow some snow, you'll.
Oh, it's-
So
scalp
DEC
bombs.
is working on Taylor Park because
Not at the moment.
Not at the
They're gonna-
moment.
They gotta wait because they gotta take samples.
They gotta take soil samples.
so I heard a rumor
Okay,
uh-oh.
that Taylor Park might be for sale. Have you guys heard anything about that?
I didn't.
well, there is a grant out there available for purchase.
Hmm.
A no match grant. But timing is an issue. But there's a lot of money, the state's putting up a lot of money for purchase for things like this.
Mhm.
And so, yeah.
And,
That's,
and it comes with a, part of the grant is improvements
yes.
are part of the grant.
And so, at the same time as we're looking at the fix, which I don't know if any of the committee is really excited about because it involves digging this containment pond
Mhm.
and putting this big berm up to make the water go around, direct the water towards all the camps, apparently, what it amounts to.
That's where it goes anyway.
And so instead of the water coming down and going into the river here, the water will come down, hit the berm, go around, go into the river there, and then flood back this way. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, we're going to look at,
So
we're gonna look at
do
everything.
we need to get permission from the current landowner?
Well, I mean,
To do all
and that'll
They're
be,
involved- They're
that-
involved anyway.
that'll
They're
be down,
involved in the-
yeah. that'll
We
be
haven't
down
done
the
anything
road.
without, I
No.
mean, nothing's been done. They know, we're keeping them apprised of everything that's going on, everything the DEC says, and
Yeah,
everything.
and so,
So,
but Megan didn't think that there's a quick turnaround on this grant. And she'd think we'd have time to make an application, a thorough application for this time. But,
She
and,
said there's gonna be 2 or 3
and
rounds.
even with DEC working the way it is, you know, it's gonna be on record, but it might be surprising if Taylor Park is available again in 26 or not. For swimming.
So it's a 100-year
Personally.
lease that the village pays $1 per year for.
Yeah.
Do you know what year it's in?
It's about 35 years. left.
2052.
2052 is when the lease is out?
And so, you know, if you look at, you know, truthfully, if you look at ownership, 2052, you know, if there's a chance there to sell, and they had a chance to, you know, get some money that they can do whatever they want with, invest wherever, they could do that, you know, maybe right off. Whereas if they don't want to sell, well, they're stuck with a lease that goes for another
2052.
Right.
till 2052.
Right.
Which current owners will be, or current owners actually will be gone, and the next in line will be knocking on the door. So but again, there's a lot of things that have got to happen between now and then before, you know, before we get there, but it's certainly an option. Don't know that from what sentiment was around the table, I don't know that the village would be all excited about it, but that doesn't mean that the town couldn't
Right.
pursue,
Mhm.
you know, on our own. You know, because, you know, the village owns the pavilion. They own the winter rack, call it. But anyway, yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, the rumor could be true, but there is, right now, the timing is right there where there's a very good option for us to maybe go after some, you know, some money.
How much money is available?
a lot.
110 million or something like that.
They won't get
The minimum that you can request is 50,000,
Mhm.
and the maximum you could request is 3.5 million.
So obviously, since it's not formally up for sale, we don't know what they would want for that. one.
No, you don't know what they would want,
Mhm.
but like I said, they're up against. What they're up against is, it's either an agreement for a sale now, or we just sit still and
And when
we
we
get
to
used to that.
They're very much in favor to, the owners, very much favor reopening Taylor.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah,
They're very much in favor of that.
they'd like to see that happen. And so as it is right now, the way the lease is, although there's a lot of legal that could go on, but anyway.
Okay, other committee reports.
These normally, I'm sure Lee put most of this in her report, but, so in her house, she mentioned a housing grant in her report. So you guys saw that, I think, in the housing study, grant for housing study. Village Green Steering Committee, they're gonna use the, Economic Development Steering Committee. It's a steering committee for Village Green project.
Oh, did they get funded through the New York grant?
It's,
The Village
it
Grant?
got funded, I didn't,
Trying to
maybe
remember.
it was Empire State Development, maybe that's what it was.
I just read about this. I don't remember where the funding came from.
I think it's Empire State Development.
Remember reading it.
Church Creek grant, their application process is going forward on that to help with the Church Creek. The Willow Island shoreline stabilization, is going forward. They think just where it is right now, we talked about it, and we think that the committee to be used for that should be the waterfront steering committee. Because it's part of that, it's just engineering, it's not, it's just engineering of the, we thought if we got the Willow Island committee in, it's not really what that committee's for. That committee's, if there's money left over from the grant, from the LWRP, and then they can do stuff like playground and stuff, but that will be secondary to the stabilization of the shoreline first. So we thought it would be best to leave that with the waterfront steering committee, because that's strictly engineering, and we wanted to make sure that it went to the right committee. Tree grant around town, the village can send 2 workers to be educated and become actual arborists. So that's taking place. The rec grant, with the rec grant for the splash pad and all that, they have to do, this came up too, didn't it? They have to do a survey. Because it's on 2 different properties and 2 different plots. It's on what corner of a plot where they're gonna put it, so they gotta survey the land.
Where
It's part of our requirement for the
Where are
grant.
they talking about putting it down?
The basketball court is
Are they gonna relocate that?
Yep,
to Buck Street Playground.
Oh, they're putting the basketball court up there.
Yep, and that's all part of that.
Okay,
yeah, it's all part of that same.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
so the
Okay.
relocation of the basketball court and installation of new whatever is part of the $600,000 grant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the splash pad's going there.
But the splash pad actually is in the corner of what's considered another plot. So that's why.
Why is it part of the old water plant?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I gotta survey two different plots.
Eat them all together,
But
just make it fun.
I don't know, but
Why not?
Well, here's the other thing that happens down there, and I know you're well aware of this. Part of that park's in the village, but part of that park's also in the town.
Oh.
The line between the town and the village goes through that park,
Mm.
so.
Well, maybe that's why they need 2 separate surveys too. It doesn't, but it's part of the grant. For the grant, they need to do surveys, so. That was economic development in a nutshell. Cleve Streets didn't meet this month.
Solar,
Committee's land.
so
Communications.
solar's been at kind of a standstill, but EDF, the big developer, is getting antsy, and we are tentatively talking about a meeting with the IDA and possibly the school to talk about the pilot and host community benefit agreement. And that's pretty much what's out there to do, along with the road use agreement, which is, we haven't heard anything back from them on road. I'm sure this meeting that we're gonna have probably early January, they won't talk about road use, because we'll just be talking about the financial part of it.
That's potentially on the
And-
12th.
Plus, just recently, the state passed new real property tax legislation with regard to solar and wind facilities. And I just don't understand it. It's-
Look like they pretty much
it's-
handcuffed and
It,
pretty much we're gonna do what we're gonna do and you're
yeah,
gonna like it.
and so I went up, I saw,
That's what it looks like.
went up, saw Cindy yesterday
Alright.
and, but, Bill Buchanan's the one that set it. I saw it first from Bill. And then when I saw it from Bill, I went up and talked to Cindy and Cindy gave me the actual paperwork that came from the state.
Mhm.
But Bill seemed to think that, with this new legislation, it might be, wise for EDF to ask for a longer host community benefit agreement than the 15 years. He said it, for some reason, to be beneficial to him. So, and that's the part I need somebody to explain to me, because
It wasn't too clear when you said that.
that we need to,
Well, I was reading Scott Gray's
Mhm.
Yeah,
word about it, saying that those of us that are still out there, we should try to solidify what we want to get now.
yeah, so. And so, but I believe, as we've discussed before, I mean, it's probably more executive session, but I believe, as we've discussed before, that the board is still interested in just pursuing all of our money in the host community benefit agreement and staying right away from the pilot. So,
okay,
cut and dry. It's cut and dry.
Mhm.
So, okay,
other committee reports.
Well, communication and technology. We're meeting again on Monday. But our last meeting, correct me if I'm wrong, Randy, really the only thing we did, we had a presentation from a company. And it was all about the emergency. It was about emergency alert, right?
Emergency notifications and
Yep.
when we did talk about Zoom.
That must have been after I had to go to the court meeting.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, so emergency notification, actually, the company, it was the company Regroup Mass Notification, is what it was called, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, so he did a nice job presenting it, and people get like, you know, if you sound like the water isn't working, or if roads are closed or stuff like that. And so at the end, we asked, okay, because it really was nice. He said, okay, annual costs, what are you gonna guess? He said, well, for a town your size, he goes, well, probably $3,000 a year.
Yep.
We almost fell flat on the floor, because we were ready for something ridiculous like $30,000 or $50,000. He said $3,000 a year for as many. It's based on how many messages they send out. Is the cost. So that would give us 150,000
150 to 200,000.
messages that we
Yep.
could send out.
Yep. On my notes.
Yeah, so
That's not horrible.
no, you know, so there's, what do we, 10 to 15 count college kids?
Well, counting college kids, we thought we were around 16, because we're just shy of 12 in the
Okay.
township.
So 16 with college kids, so you know, you're talking about 10 different alerts we can send out annually and still be around $3,000. And we generally wouldn't send 10.
No.
Are you still gonna utilize the website?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah, that'll all be part of, it'll all be tied in. Yeah, and there's unlimited free training for any administrators for this too.
and help whenever they need it, phone
Yep.
call away.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then,
also, I think for notifications, there's the radio that's notified, there's
yeah,
the TV.
but we
WWF.
were talking about like when the water went down
Yep,
and, or boil water alerts.
Yeah.
We just got the water back, and if that went out on the phone. that
well,
would
this
be-
would enhance
Yeah.
what's already
Exactly, yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Or if something happens, Stephen had to close a road or something, and
Yeah.
that would
Mhm.
all be,
So does the public still have to sign up for it though?
Yes, it still needs to be, so.
So
we
just like the
talked about
website?
How we could get people to sign up for it, maybe when the taxes go out, just put some kind of a
But
pink
you will,
Pink.
yeah,
blurb, way to sign up. And we're hoping that,
I'm
What-
sorry, when the what goes out?
tax information, your tax bills.
They are not prepared and mailed out by the town of Canton. That is mailed and prepared by the county real
county.
property office.
Can't add stuff, well, I don't can.
You have to pass resolutions to do this, to do that. You can, the town can put additional documentation in your letter.
We're only in discussion stage
Right.
anyway, that was just.
But
Yeah,
that
I
is
just thought
that
real
was just
property
the first
level.
one we met with.
Yeah, that was just, we're just talking after he's done, how could we get the notifications out?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sign up, we're thinking word of mouth might be good too. How did you hear about that so fast? Well, I got a notification, did you get a notification, did you sign up? So we thought there might be some of that too. so.
Yeah, and they said it's a
Well,
simple
Facebook.
two-step process.
Well, I'm just curious. I wasn't at this meeting, but we have a notification, emergency, that's on our website and nobody's signed up really for that. So I'm just curious.
I would-
That's also been pushed, how you're gonna
One's in
push more.
addition To it, they talked about mobile apps, email, Amber Alerts. Cause they can bang off cell towers, they can do QR codes, they can do all sorts of things, and they work with FEMA as well.
So,
I'm just reading my notes.
Yeah, so that's just, then we talked about Zoom. And we're gonna talk about. We have to check with open meeting laws. How we can limit it.
Mhm.
Then we talked about possibly, and we didn't come up with it, having people sign up from if our meeting's at 6 o'clock. People have to be in the waiting room by 6 o'clock. And then nobody's allowed in after that.
5:45.
Well, no, 5:45 to 6 o'clock
Yeah.
is the time they have to zoom in. Then nobody's allowed to zoom in after that. And no, and it's for listening only, no chat. So.
Okay.
So we don't know how that is for open.
You're not gonna be
meetings.
able to use meetings then. That I'm aware of.
No, you're not gonna be able to do what?
Zoom meetings. Unless you know how to disable all that information. I don't.
It's supposedly it's not, I was looking online. It's in the settings, we can do it, so I'm just saying, cause
Yeah.
we can,
I-
you can close the window, nobody can come in, and there's a setting to shut down. We're in the only discussions on how we could get it. So we're in the preliminaries, but we gotta know what we can do with open meeting laws, if we can do that.
I'm gonna give you their contact information and you guys can start contacting them.
One of the things we were wondering is if we couldn't. Actually, at our next meeting, or a meeting soon. Zoom with somebody from open meetings. Right
can
during our
ask them.
meeting and ask our questions right at the time. So that's what we was talking about, the communications.
Okay, so. Both boards put a moratorium on Zoom. We do have a reporter,
Right.
Jeff Cole.
Yeah.
That feels that there should be special variants for media. To be allowed in through Zoom. We've communicated back to him that, we can't let media in and not let everybody else in. So,
We talked about that at our meeting too, actually. We didn't feel we were ready to acknowledge that until we found out more on what the open meeting laws are.
mhm.
So we don't.
But again, we voted for a moratorium.
That's right.
So
No, this
if
is
you're gonna have a Zoom, I don't know,
more,
like you'll have him zoom in?
our
Open meeting.
committees, our committees
Oh,
on,
you commit.
in our committee,
Okay. Okay, all right.
So we used to Zoom at all of our meetings, and then we got bombed pretty bad a
We see
couple of
none of
times
this
with
stuff.
some,
More than once.
some
The very first meeting.
real nasty porn.
Yeah.
And so,
I remember.
and so we decided, because once it comes up on our feed, it's also going into
everybody's
anybody's
home.
home. And so we put a moratorium on it,
trying to.
trying to
safeguard it.
figure out how we can do it. And police against that happening, and so that's why,
That's right, we're in the process trying to figure that out right now.
Yeah. And we were also having issues with our AI with the closed captioning.
Yes.
It was recording things that weren't actually said, and there was also some swear words being put in by AI that were never said. Yes, so it's been a real problem.
you're probably aware of.
Technology
issues
is
that go
great
with
when it
it.
works,
Yeah.
not so much when it doesn't.
Okay, other committee meetings.
Court met,
Yes.
and what we met about will be on the agenda later.
Mhm.
The Sustainability Committee met, and I was not able to attend that meeting. So I think I'm forwarding you the minutes.
You sent it to me.
Yeah, yeah, so, yeah. All right, any others? Okay, thanks to everybody for all the work on that. Old business, employee travel reimbursement policy, that's the latest and greatest. So is there a motion to approve this employee travel reimbursement policy? I'll make the motion to move this travel reimbursement policy. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, I'm opening it up for discussion or comments, questions. Nothing? All right, with that being said, all in favor say aye. Aye. Carry. All right, the non-contract employee benefits policy, we need to bring that into executive session. The JCAP grant amended resolution, there was an error on the amount, so we just have to switch that back over, because we spent the 15,961.50, it was transferred in the last resolution, so this will fix it on the budget now. So is there a motion, to, amend the budget as this resolution says?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, carried. Okay, the next three items are informational. The USDA Rural Development Revolving Loan Fund has been approved. As you remember, we talked about it, increasing the amount for that loan fund to $60,000. We have an official letter. They approved all that. And so that's good to go. There is an applicant in the wings, for that money. And so Lee's working with a small business, for that next, chapter of that. I am glad to say, we had 2 loans out. One has already been paid off. That's great. The other one is, the business is doing so well. They've opened up a second portion of their business in Hubleton. So, that's a good thing. The Joint Ethics Board. So the town and village, we appointed a joint ethics board, and there never really was meetings to get the board organized. Eric had started it, had one meeting with the ethics board, and then within a certain time frame, there was supposed to be a second meeting for an organizational meeting of the ethics board, which means processes and structures have to be put in place in case there's a complaint. Then the ethics board will be ready to go. Eric's not able to fulfill that. So Scott Goldie, the village attorney, did agree to take that on to get that done. So that's going to be an outstanding thing for 2026, is to get the ethics board organized. So that if there's any issues, they'll be ready to go. So thanks to Eric for the work, and thanks to Scott Goldie for his willingness to take that on. I've asked Eric to call Scott to talk about that. Okay, number 6, the CSEA Highway Contract MOA. We haven't seen the originally signed MOA, which was supposed to come back to us so that you both could sign it. We haven't seen it. I took the liberty of emailing Brenda and saying, because the idea was, you get the MOA all completely signed, and then the contract has to be updated to match that, and then that contract has to be signed by the supervisor. So I have not heard back from Brenda, and Matt, Ryan
Matt reached out to her,
reached out to her as well.
said we need to get this on the front burner.
It was my hope that it would all be done by the end of the year, but I don't think that's what's gonna happen. So Jim, you'll have to sign that contract once it's all updated. It will have to be proofread to match everything.
God,
I tried to get it done.
really?
Yep,
You
Yep.
could do that. too.
that'll be in your honeydew list.
Still got till the 30th.
What's that?
Still got to the year-end meeting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's one day after that. Oh, but we're having lunch, so. Okay, the recreation agreement. So,
I sent it to everybody, so everybody except Heidi's received that.
yep, so
Sorry.
Randy sent us the latest and greatest draft from the committee, and that was disseminated. There was a few questions. So before we do that, I do want to share. I have compiled the data from 2018 to 2025 on how much the town of Canton has invested in recreation.
Let me keep-
And it's pretty telling,
What was it?
okay? So because we believe in it. We made good on the pavilion floor. We had an agreement with the village. It was a long-standing conflict in the past, but we made good on that. So we spent $64,800 on a 5-year agreement. We also contributed to the ice resurfacer and the tractor. So along with all the regular budgeted amounts for operations, along with the other items, we've invested $1,200,865.50 towards recreation, because we believe in it. And I think that's important for everyone to know. And this is a non-mandated service, and it is the B fund. So that is sales tax. So I just wanted to share that with you. And now I'm gonna turn it over to the committee as far as the rec agreement.
So we had, on the rec agreement I sent you guys, I meant to run off 3, but my computer is not working. So there's
There's a hard copy right there.
there's 3 changes from the hard copy.
Do you
There
want-
is 3 changes on this hard copy.
Yes. Okay, if you look at the hard copy, the months are gonna change.
Oh, okay, the payment months.
The
Yep.
payment months are the only thing,
Does anybody need a copy to look at?
the payment months are gonna change. Are you gonna give this? I have a copy in my thing for Heidi, hard copy of the old one. I'll give it to her. So it'll be July and December now
Instead of May.
instead of May,
So
Okay.
July and December.
July and December.
So is it July 1st and then December 1st?
What was the, and then we,
It's the 1st and the 15th
so
that
let's-
we have.
July 15th, let's go July 15th, because the fiscal year starts on the 1st, so let's give them a few days on that. And
then
December
the-
1st,
Okay, so it would have to be paid out in November though, if you go December
okay,
1st.
okay,
Or you can go December 15th. It'll be
Okay.
after your monthly
we
meeting.
didn't talk about the day, so December 15th, they were gonna leave that up to us, so December 15th, so let's do the 15th both.
Okay,
And then if you look at I changed this, but, okay. Look at, they should say the
Mayor,
mayor,
yep.
Village of Canton.
Village of Canton. I don't know how that happened, because I looked at the original copy and it said mayor, I don't know how it became town.
And then on the notary, it's just,
The notary will be whenever got the date will
well,
change,
it'll say the Village of
Yeah.
Canton for the mayor, right?
right? And the date will change with whatever. Whenever someone signs it, yeah. Mayor Village.
Okay,
Other than that, it's just what I sent to you.
but the new language is in red at the first.
The new language is in read it throughout. You only got that. I didn't do it. You can't see that in a hard copy, but you have to get my email copy.
Yeah, you could see it.
Yeah.
You can tell that's different.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want to read it?
You can tell it was a different color.
So the new language, if you look, the first one, it says, screening will be reviewed on an annual basis, February of each year to recommend an annual amount. The town of Canton will contribute to the village of Canton for recreational services with an ultimate goal of reaching the historical breakdown of 50% within 3 calendar years. Okay, that's a goal. Number 9, town of Canton will contribute 164.5 for the calendar year 2026 for recreational services. And then, the village in red again, the only other change made, the village will invoice the town twice annually, July 15th and December 15th for half of the town's annual contribution. So those are the only changes from the old contract. Thank you.
So
Oh, I didn't, is there a motion to approve this? Jim,
yeah,
is there a second?
Second.
Okay, comments, questions, concerns?
meaning there are none. Or you're-
No, I don't have any. I'm good. I'm good.
Sometimes you.
No, I'm good.
Good.
I mean,
My
I support this.
My questions were answered, I'm good.
And I'm just surprised at how quick it all happened, is what amazes me the most.
How quick?
The greenback, you know.
It's just
Yeah,
a matter.
It just, I mean, it's,
How-
I figured it'd be a long drawn out thing. And, I mean, that was,
Are you being sarcastic right now?
I think he is.
no, me.
It's only been 6 months. I'm just gonna make the comment because I have to get it off my heart. I support the 164,500 and, you know, I've spoke with a few of you on this. This is sales tax revenue.
Mhm.
And I know this does not commit to the 50%, but I don't know in good conscience how we can increase, B money for recreation compared to the B money for highway, and I'll leave it at that. I'll support this, but I am still leery of that language, but it seems like it's open-ended and it's negotiable.
So, keep that in mind. And when you and Greg meet in February, let her know the committee's meeting, she can come.
Why would I come? To say that? Well, it's on the record, it'll be in the minutes, so.
You-
Okay.
But just so you know,
Mhm.
So, you know.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
when we sit down and we go over, and John can attest to this, when we go over, the financial amount for each year,
Mhm.
that's brought up often. I don't remember not having that brought up about how much recreation is going up to others. True or false?
It's a true statement.
So that comes up at every time we start to move the money, so. I mean, and it is brought up at the committee meeting.
I'm just hoping the county doesn't change any sales tax formula and that the money continues. Cause then, you know, the boards are gonna have to make some tough decisions if the revenue keeps going.
Well, that's why we're reviewing it annually.
Yes, that is very good. Very good. All right, so we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, carried. Okay, so who's gonna update this all?
I will.
You'll get it all in order?
Yep.
And because then,
I'll do everything but the date.
Okay.
Date, because I don't know what date I don't know what date you and Mike are gonna sign it. In the notary part of it. That's what I'm talking about, at the notary part, at the end. I'll leave. No, we'll go ahead and use the signing page. Yeah, I don't know, I'll have you guys fill that in, I'll have everything else done.
yeah, once we get a hard copy, we print off 2 copies. We each sign the 2 copies
And the notary put the date down and all that, so.
when we sign.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about, yep.
yeah.
You're talking, I'm a notary. Are you referring to right here?
I am,
You don't fill anything out
I
there.
said that,
Okay, I just want to make, I thought you're saying you're waiting to put a date in there.
well, not put a date in.
Okay,
No.
yeah, don't.
And can you pull it up a little bit? Just because, you know, notaries like to do things, you know,
Well, you know.
yeah. Okay, is there anything else?
Oh, yes. At this time, I would like to make a motion. To pass a resolution in January. To move the money from the contingency fund. Of 164.5 into the recreation fund in our budget.
Mhm.
I'd like to make a motion now so that we can do that in January.
So the motion is to pass the resolution in January to do a budget amendment.
That's correct.
Right,
Yep.
to move the money,
Second,
okay? Any comments, questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, okay, all right. Thank you, everybody, for working on that. That was fun, I can tell. Okay, new business. I need a motion to reappoint Matt Scafidi McGuire to a one-year term as the zoning board of appeals chairperson. He's willing to serve again.
Good. I can make a motion then.
Is there a second?
second,
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carry. Okay, the next are, we have the Gray and Gray agreement. We do not have the Peace and Gustafson agreement. We have Romer and Whalens and we have Buchanan. So I need a motion to approve 3 of the 4.
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
aye.
Aye, carry. And I'll put the Peace and Gustafson on the year-end agenda. And hopefully Eric will get that to us. There will be an increase in the hourly rate for his.
Yeah.
Okay. Approve the fire protection contractual agreements. That's all been budgeted. Is there a motion to approve those agreements?
So move.
There's a second.
Yeah. Okay, Wayne.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carry. Okay, dog control and dog pound contracts. Is there a motion to approve those? Those have been budgeted and approved.
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carry. All right, set the year-end meeting. There's been preliminary discussion about possibly the 30th. It's a Tuesday at 10 a.m. What would the board like to do? Heidi, you can make that one, right?
Oh, I'll be here.
Can you make it, Wayne? You make that?
I will make it.
Okay. Oh, you're working not in town anymore.
Yeah, but I can, for the end of the year, I can pretty much do whatever I want.
Okay.
The countdown will be done, or is on the,
Especially only 2 days from the end of the year.
yeah, well, the 26th is the official countdown to the day I retire. 26th of next year.
Oh.
Or the year after, so.
John, is Tuesday the 30th good for you?
I'm good. I already put it in.
Okay, Jim?
Yes, that's the only day,
Okay,
right towards the end. I don't think anybody wants to do it on
New
New
Year's.
Year's Eve, so. So the
okay,
29th, I can't, and then what's,
okay.
yeah, it's,
So I have the agenda started. I'll send it to the board.
Mhm.
We do need to do the secret for the Town of
That's-
Canton Code, the
Mhm.
E-code project. There's 2 parts I think we need to do for that. We'll put the Peace and Gustafson on the agenda.
Mhm.
My progress report will be on the agenda. And there was, I think, one other thing.
We're gonna have, that we're gonna do the non-union.
Non-contract,
Yeah.
we're going into executive session.
Are we gonna do put it back out and take care of that after or go?
It depends on what happens in the executive session, yeah. So yeah. Okay, so the year-end meeting will be Tuesday, the 30th at 10 a.m. in the
Mhm.
boardroom. Okay, the next item is Pro Housing Technical Assistant Grant Application. So due to timeline, Lee asked if we were interested in applying for this grant. We did I did an email and see if everybody was interested, so that we could get this in here. It is for a detailed housing market analysis and needs assessment for the town and village of Canton. On housing, the economic conditions, the trends. As you know, we put $2,000 in the code budget for Mike McQuaid to do some type of housing study. So this came up real quick. And so, we wanted to put it on record that the board approved this, but I think we need like a formal retroactive vote on this as well. It's for a total of $50,000, and it's my understanding with this money, it's easy, not easy, it's quicker turnaround, and So once a consultant's hired and then there's a bill, Lee sends it into the state will send the money to you. And then you'd have to pay the vendor.
No.
Yes. To the town, and then you'll have to do all that and transfer all that money and have fun with that.
But it's
So,
not, it's not reimbursed, they'll pay it upfront, like you said.
yes, it'll be
Yeah,
upfront money.
it's not-
We don't have to
We don't have
Bank-
upfront the money.
bankroll it, right? Yeah.
No, we're in a big
All right,
problem.
so is there a motion to approve the home and communities renewal
So moved.
grant for $50,000? Is there a second?
Second,
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carry. Okay, so the next one is a memorandum of understanding. You've all seen that, with the village and, so is there a motion to approve that resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye, carry. Okay. Uh-oh, our time. John, can you talk about number 7 a little bit? Doing a budget amendment, transferring the court staff development balance to court contractual, and the court committee just chime in on that.
Basically, we're taking money out of one pocket to put it in the other to cover some expenses. But that will make them whole and it will then reset their budget.
to court contractual.
Mhm.
They ran out of money in their contractual, which will basically pay the bills for the rest of this month.
Mhm.
So
But they
they
had
had
leftover
money,
money.
they had money left over in another line, so we're just gonna move it from that line to
Okay,
contractual.
well, it's not salary. It's.
No,
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 yeah,
it's
yeah.
contractual expenses, so they can pay their bills till the end of the year.
And I won't know the balance until after I look at the bills.
Mhm.
But I think it's a little over $1,000 to move up in contractual because they
Yeah.
didn't go over.
And so when we do our year-end closure, we'll have all of that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So, all right.
didn't know the exact numbers until you see their bills for the.
No, I think they spent about $700 on this round.
Yeah.
Of things, and I did, ask the departments, all bills should have been taken care of for this meeting.
Mhm.
So the only bills that we should see are utilities and maybe insurance
Mhm.
and that type of thing, for the year-end meeting. There should be no like, spend it. Yeah. Okay, so is there a motion to approve this budget amendment?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried, aye, carried. Okay, public comment. This is the time, Nate, when we ask if the public would like to say anything to us. We're here to listen. Please keep it this way. Identify yourself, where you live, and you have 3 minutes in case somebody else wants.
I don't know if I need 3 minutes. I just want to say thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it. Yeah, valuable experience. Thank you.
Is this for a government class?
It's for Introduction to American Politics. Yeah.
This is the
Well,
year
this-
to learn.
This is it. This is the lowest you could go.
Lowest rung on the ladder.
As low as, I say front line, happens at the local level.
Town, county, state, federal.
Right.
Well, village, but we're still kind of, we
Yeah.
have 2 villages in our town.
Right.
100 miles of road,
But
yeah. So,
a village is not a mandated one.
no.
We are mandated by
Mhm,
law.
mhm.
Villages by,
All right.
village just chooses to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there any more public comment? Okay, with that being said, we do need to go into executive session to discuss the non-contract policy and employment history of a particular person. I'm making the motion. Was there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Carried. Okay, Nate. Good to meet you and good luck.
Enjoy the rest of your time in Canton, and if there's